Good morning, everyone. We are back again with dLife Diploma Course Review podcasts. Today, I have with me Gerard Robin, who recently completed his dLife Diploma course, and we will be talking to him regarding his experience of doing this course. Robin resides in Bangalore. He's 39 years old and married. Professionally, he works as an instructional designer and learning operations specialist. He has a strong passion for the outdoors and traveling. He was once an amateur footballer as well, but due to a recent health complication, he had to retire from the sport. Given his background in sports, health and physical fitness have always been important to him. Through a friend, he was introduced to dLife, one decision that has truly transformed the way he views health and nutrition. Very inspiring story you have, Rob. Uh, so my first question to you is, what made you study nutrition and why did you opt for the dLife Lowcarb Nutrition and Metabolic Health Diploma?
Sure. Thank you for the introduction, Smita. So, like most of us, we see to believe. So, as I had mentioned to you, look at my friend's transformation. So he had consulted someone through dLife almost 3 to 4 years back, and that's when I got introduced to dLife as a sort of an organization dealing with low carb. And that was the very first time I heard something in India, pioneering this movement. I mean, we've all heard about Sean Baker and various other people abroad doing this, but in India, this was the first time. So what got me hooked on was obviously the visual transformation that I could see in my friend. And also, he mentioned that there was this course where you can get certified. So that kind of, you know, uh, stayed in my mind for a very long time. It was only last year that I kind of decided. So the main reason being it's a personal journey as well, because I had mentioned I had a health complication. And when I started reading into the content, the course contents, I noticed that it is a more evidence-based approach, which I wanted to explore further. So with evidence, obviously, that's what, as a science-backed person, I felt this was the right approach. And the course has numerous information. It's all very practical, and more than learning, I had to unlearn a lot of things.
Mhm.
So primarily, it's evidence-based approach, which I prefer. Going forward with dLife.
Yeah, it's a very important thing that you mentioned that the course is evidence backed, and that is what basically drew your attention to enrolling for the course. Great. So now,
Correct.
having completed the course, what are the things that have impressed you the most about it?
Yeah, so the course is one thing. So again, going back to a science-based approach. So it's got very strong scientific foundation, and then you have real people talking about real issues. It's not just some random teacher or a professor talking about some theory, but it is people who have practiced it and applied it on their life. And there are real life examples within the course which made me relate to them. And most of my issues were being answered through the course, especially with insulin resistance and non-alcoholic liver disease. All of that, which I'm currently undergoing. So there were answers for it, is what I noticed in the course. So again, it is scientific foundation and the clarity in explaining, these complex metabolic concepts. So that is kind of very helpful, so that even a layman with no prior medical background can understand these concepts.
Yeah, very interesting and very important point that even a layman who doesn't have a background in microbiology or biology or medicine can understand the concepts and actually apply those to his or her real life issues and resolve them on their own while they are learning the materials in the course. So,
Correct.
how did you find the support at dLife and the resources that we have for the course,
Mhm.
which are the biggest in the world, help you in this journey?
Yeah. I have to talk about it. So the support system is really responsive in terms of mentors and community and these discussion forums. You sense that people are really interested to help each other. And even if I had to post a query, the response is almost immediate. And
Mm-hmm.
the resources and the research back content, case studies, and ongoing cases, it kind of makes it feel very comprehensive. And it's not just limited to one region in India, but it's throughout India and at times global as well. So we have a lot of people, having their inputs and also eager to learn. So the community is very active, is what I sensed.
Yeah, very true. So now,
Yeah.
since that you have learned the course and and grasped the materials, I assume that
hmm
you have been able to resolve the metabolic issues that you yourself were facing. So, would you like to talk briefly about those?
Oh, absolutely. So like I mentioned, I was pre-diabetic. I'm yet to test myself again in the month of May. Looking forward to the test. So I was pre-diabetic back in Feb when I tested myself, and I also had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, grade 1. So so currently, by observing and following the principles and the protocols of dLife, I was able to lose more than 6 kilos
Wow,
over the past three
amazing.
months. So
Mm-hmm.
that is a huge achievement for myself. So I'm yet to post, my blood reports in May. So once I post it in the community, I'm sure it'll be, it's a visual and uh, a quantitative way of showing people that yes, this actually works. So I'm actually currently using it on myself. So once I see significant process, I could probably encourage others around me who are not aware of dLife, to
Yeah.
into dLife and the way they handle issues, which seems common,
Mm.
but it actually has a very scientific based approach.
Yeah, spreading awareness has a huge value in this particular field because of a lot of misinformation flowing around. So now that you are legally
Mhm.
certified, you have all the empowerment to do that. Uh, and so are you handling clients already, or what is your plan with regards to that?
The plan is, like I said, I have a set target for myself and I want to achieve it. And based on that, I would like to, move forward, and I would like to keep the community also informed of how the course has helped me personally, so that I can also encourage others.
Sure, sure. So, do you think the course fee that you paid is totally worth the investment?
Absolutely. I mean, looking at hospital bills, which I used to, pay, I feel this investment is really worth it because it not just addresses the issue, but also keeps me aware of what the issue is, which no doctor has been able to explain to me. Because the medical field right now it's about pills, just issuing pills for any issue that you go to them with. But the course dLife, it addresses the root cause of the issue. So I really feel that this is worth the investment, every penny of it.
Thank you. That was a great feedback that you have provided. So, my last question to you is anything that you would like to add to this conversation that would benefit any prospective enrollee for the course who might be, just, exploring and yeah,
For sure, yes. So if anyone who's serious about understanding what this metabolic health is all about, they first have to be ready to unlearn a lot of things that especially coming from a South Indian food pattern and diet and all of that. They should be ready to unlearn. And also, this course gives a solid foundation of what metabolic health is, and you'll get the most value, in actively applying the concept and being engaged in the program. You will definitely see the benefits out of it.
thanks, Rob. Thanks for the great conversation and very
Sure.
candid feedback about the course. I Wish you very best in your recovery, metabolic recovery journey, as well as for the future prospects that you might explore in becoming a dLife certified consultant in future. Thank you. Thanks a lot for this.
Sure. Thank you so much for your time.